Something is up, all right? Something is amiss, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Don't think that just because you have your debit card or credit card in your wallet that it is not being used. So I got a call last week, and it is my sister, and usually I'm thrilled to talk to my sister, thrilled, but I was like running, headed out the door. Me and my friend had a date at Del Taco, and we were like so excited to try Del Taco for the first time. We were just being fatties together. It's our favorite thing to do, okay? She called and she was like, yeah, you got a phone call from you know, your bank, and they're saying that there have been some suspicious charges on your bank account. My first response was, oh, that was just me, because a few days before I had went and I bought this camera. I bought like a 32 gig SD card. I had bought just a whole bunch of stuff that weekend. I was on like a spending spree that weekend because I don't spend money. So when I do spend money, and when it's a lot of money, it's easy for it to seem like it's fraud. I was like, I'm about to go to Del Taco. I don't have time for this. I called the line, and I was so embarrassed because the guy was like listing out all these purchases, and the first couple of purchases were purchases that I had actually made, and it was embarrassing because it was like mostly food places. I was like, yeah, those were all me. And then he was like, now, did you make a purchase at Kroger today in Atlanta? And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't live in Atlanta. So that's when I started getting worried. There were 4 separate charges in Atlanta at Kroger. Who is like going on a shopping spree at Kroger? And then there was another charge in Houston, Texas at some lounge. First of all, I was pissed because I couldn't go to Del Taco. My debit card was in my wallet. So I was just confused as to how this would happen. So I called my mom, freaking out because this has never happened to me before. At this point, my account was in the negative, like negative 100 something. My mom was just like, we need to get you an affidavit, and you need to sign this affidavit, and we also need to get you a notary, blah, 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 blah. My mom is an expert in banking and IRAs and like money, and like she knows everything about it. It's just seemed too much. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, Mom, I'm confused. Like, I don't know what you're saying. You literally could be speaking Spanish to me right now, and I probably would understand more. I didn't even take Spanish in high school. I took French because I was hipster and cool. Here's where it gets a little crazy, okay? One of the editors at my job, she had the same situation with her card 2 days before me. 2 of our web people have that happen to them. One of our reporters, one of our anchors, our sports anchor, 7 people within the past like 2 weeks had this situation, and it was all a situation where they still had their physical cards with them. It was just really sketchy. Like, why is this happening to so many of us all at once? Like, was there somewhere that we had all gone out to eat at the same time, or like was this someplace that we were all together? But then I realized that that particular group of people, we don't hang out ever. I did research on how to avoid this situation happening again, and obviously there's obvious things like don't be on YouTube waving your debit card around. People like at restaurants, you know, you give them your card to pay for your food and then they walk away, and a lot of times they'll, you know, take pictures of it and all this kind of stuff and keep it in their phone and use that. I was wondering, how are these people going to stores and swiping our cards when they're in our wallet? Because you can't just go to Kroger or Walmart and make these purchases with no physical card. But what people are doing is they're skimming, and I'd never heard of this. It's ATM skimming. There's a camera that's like getting your card information, and it can see you when you type in your PIN, and sometimes on the scanners when you put your card in the slot, it has a little a scanner that scans your numbers and information, and they can take that and go buy like a rinky-dink gift card, like a Visa gift card or something from Walmart, and program it so that that's all that they have, and they're swiping it like it's your card. Be careful when you're making online purchases under a Wi-Fi that's not your own secure Wi-Fi. Be sure that you're checking your bank account frequently. I'm always checking my bank account. A lot of times it's me transferring money from my savings to my checkings because I don't have any money, which don't don't do that, kids. It's really sad to know that people are actually like plotting ways that they can steal your money, when the energy and effort that they put into trying to steal your money, they could have just went to work and like made the money themselves. So just be very careful, guys. If you can think of any more tips, please let me know in the comments of how to avoid this situation from happening again. I'm just really just traumatized with this whole experience because it sucked. Hopefully you guys will never have to go through this, but just like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.